In the first season of Hazbin Hotel, Lucifer Morningstar was outwardly depicted as a light-hearted, goofy oddball, but he always had this underlying seriousness to him that occasionally surfaced when he needed to. What was intriguing about him is that you got a sense of his true self bubbling underneath the surface, that appearances were deceiving, and underneath his mask, he exuded an air of authority, wisdom, and ruthlessness befitting the king of hell. Despite his childlike appearance, we're not talking about a child here, but one of the oldest, most powerful beings in creation. The creator and ruler of hell, its 7 rings, the 7 sins, the Goetia, and by extension of all the hellborn, the one who imprisoned all the sinner population to the pride ring. We're talking here about a character that rules over beings that can literally play with stars. In the second season, however, particularly the later half, he was turned into a pure idiot, a bumbling buffoon that cannot strategize, cannot use all the considerable resources at his discretion to solve his problems. Lost the wits he displayed with Adam and Alastair in the first season, and who basically lets himself get captured Looney Tunes style, complete with stepping on a giant X like Wile E. Coyote in a spooky warehouse that he himself acknowledges gives off serial killer vibes. What's more, he basically gives himself up to a former weatherman and one of the dumbest overlords in hell, a fact stated on multiple occasions by his peers. I am sorry, even if he did think it was a prank by his daughter and he was seeking her approval, there is no way he could create and lead all of the considerable infrastructure and hierarchy of hell if he is this clueless. And to the apologists who are saying that Lilith was the true ruler, you are functioning on pure simp-fueled headcanon. In universe, we haven't seen Lilith do anything so far, much less interact with Lucifer, so that we get to see exactly what kind of relationship they have. The only thing confirmed is that she apparently had some rapport with the sinner population of hell, while he was avoiding them, because he despised them. So why was Lucifer turned into a moron? Simple, because Viv lacks the writing skills to do him justice. If he was in top form, even with the arbitrary restriction that he couldn't hurt sinners, a devil who can't smite sinners, that should make you quit this stupid show right there. He would have had plenty of other ways to deal with Vox, or at least avoid getting captured. But Viv had this overpowered, godlike character in the main cast. She didn't know what to do with him, because a confrontation between him and the villains of Season 2 would have meant the season ended at Episode 5, so she decided to dumb him down as much as possible so that he is relegated to the role of a prop, as a battery for Vox's doomsday weapon. And this could have been avoided if she didn't overreach the scope of the second season. The true story was about the rivalry between Alastair and Vox. If she contained it to that and didn't make it about conquering heaven, Lucifer could have been removed altogether from this and saved later on for a greater threat befitting the king of hell. Instead, she threw everything in the pot and ended up with a messed-up script full of plot holes, the biggest sin of which is her demeaning mocking and basically sacrificing one of her most beloved characters on the altar of mediocre writing. And no, this time you can't say the season was rushed, as Viv herself said that she had enough time to write and expand the story she wanted.